Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Dave from mygunvalues.com, and we're going to continue our series of product reviews and tests here, working our way towards mounting a scope and then shooting the Weatherby Ultralight. So if you watched the last video, you saw me put this gun vise together in just a few minutes. You know, it came from Midway USA. You can use this thing for cleaning guns, working on guns. It should be a handy tool for the bench. I just noticed the screw still isn't tight. There we go. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to bring up this is a 7mm Magnum. It's a Ruger Model 77 Mark I, and this is an old Tasco 7.5 power fixed scope with adjustable range dials on it. Really kind of an oddball scope, and there will come a time when I shoot this 7mm and we'll try to give you a look down the scope. Yeah, it's sometimes referred to as the TV screen scope because of the way your field of view is out here at the end. So anyway, rifle's held secure. Now the true test is the rifle level, because we're going to be using this to mount a scope. So we have another item here. Put that away. And I bought the short set strictly because they were out of the full set. This is another item from Midway USA. Battenfield Technologies, Wheeler Engineering. It's a scope mounting kit. So hopefully that's showing up in the frame. You can buy these so you can mount either 1-inch or 30mm scopes. The full kit with the 30mm attachments was on back order. Quite honestly, I don't do enough long-range shooting to justify you know, the 30mm. I've never owned a 30mm scope, nor at this point in my life do I see ever owning one. Of course, I never, you know, 20 years ago I never thought I'd be building a website for gun values either, so we'll see what happens. So anyway, I'm going to try to turn this around so everything can be seen. So what you do here, and it is, the gun is empty. We're going to go ahead and see if we can get that. Let's see if I remember how to pull this. Let's see, I know that bolt comes out of there. Yeah, that's okay. It's open, it's empty. So we're going to turn this around. Kind of at that angle. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to check for the scope being level with the axis of the bore, because you want the scope and the bore parallel and level with each other. So what they send you here is this cute little level that with magnets on it that slips right in here on your rails for your bolt. There's a level bubble, and we're level there. They also then send another level that you can sit on your scope. And the scope, and this gun has been fired multiple times over the years. And the scope is out of level with the bore. So in order to fix that, now I've never had this scope off here, so we could get a surprise or two. Okay. Okay, the screwdriver kit that comes with it does not have a screw bit that fits those screws, so that to my mind is a negative. I'm sure they include the most common screwdriver bits, but still, it's not the right one for these. Okay. Okay, put that back on there. Oop. Now this one's moved, so rotate that back in. Okay, now that both are level, the scope should be level with the axis of the bore. So not too tough. I'm not going to pull the scope all the way off. I don't think it's necessary. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to snug these mounting screws, trying not to move the scope. Okay, now that it's snug back up, you want to recheck it. Okay, they're both level. So now the next thing is, normally use about 25 inch-pounds to torque these down. So they include an inch-pound torque wrench here in the kit. To use it, you pull this down, pull this knob down, and rotate it around, and there's a little dial right here in the window. Hopefully the close-up camera is picking that up. And you spin it till you get to 25. inch-pounds. And what we'll do should click. There we go. I think these screws are made out of clay. They are sure rounding off awful easy. This wrench almost feels like you're slipping and stripping the screw when you're actually reaching the torque setting. It has a little bit of a weird feel to it. Okay, one more time we're going to check. And she stayed level. So now the key is, though, does it look and feel level to you when you sight down it? And it does. So that's my first time using that kit. But what we're going to do then is we're going to use that kit to mount a brand new scope from scratch, well, almost from scratch, on that Weatherby Ultralight you saw in a previous video. So I'm probably going to go ahead and do that today, get a few videos ahead because I'll be out of town for Labor Day. So I'm going to go ahead and get that all set up, and we're going to get that mounted, and then next weekend, once that's mounted, we're going to take that rifle out and we're going to do what's called shoot the square. Now, I'll explain more about that, but basically it's a way to track your scope movements and make sure your scope is moving well. So anyway, the vise seemed to work well. You know, the cam can adjust it in here and lock it in. I like it. Could be a little sturdier for scope mounting work, but it'd probably work really, really well for cleaning guns and doing light gunsmithing work on them. But it should be functional. So I want to thank you for watching. You know, check us out on the website or contact us here through YouTube if you have any questions or comments. Thanks for watching.